Hey guys, I'm Zach Covey for Zach Covey Reviews, and we're going to start, this is episode 2 of our phone series here on YouTube.com, where we review some of the latest additions to the cell phone technology age, of course, with 4G, 3G, and even 5G on the way. We've got to review what's current, what's hip, and what's new in the technology age of cell phones. Today I have the Motorola DROID. It's a little older cell phone, but we're going to be reviewing this cell phone anyway, mainly because my friend gave it to me to review actually for YouTube. So we're going to be checking out this phone, seeing what its qualities are, and how this phone can compete to the DROID 2 and to the DROID X, which are both brand new phones, which hopefully later on in the year, on another episode, you may see me review this phone's cousin, the DROID 2 or the DROID X. Of course, this is the first generation DROID. It does run on the Android platform 2.0. It's compatible with Android 2.1. It also has a CDMA of 800 over 1900 Evo Rev A. Excuse me. It is a slider phone, and it also comes in only one color. It comes in licorice with brown sugar accents. Now, you know that's a color to be proud of. It has a display size of 3.7 inches in WVGA format, 480 by 854 pixels, or 16:9 ratio of widescreen. It only weighs 6 ounces, or 169 grams, and it's 2.4 inches high, 4.6 inches wide, and 0.5 inches in diameter, or in depth. It does have an internal antenna. It also has a built-in 16 gigabyte microSD card as memory. However, it can support up to 32 gigabyte microSD cards in removable memory. It does have a processor speed of A8 processor of 550 megahertz. It is an ARM Cortex processor. It also has an accelerometer and sensors such as proximity and ambiency light, e-compass, GPS built in. So it does have a few advantages to this phone. So what can we talk about this phone? Let's get right into it. I hope my ring doesn't distract you guys. Let's get right into this phone. Now do note, we do want to point out before we turn this phone on, this is a used phone and it does look a little banged up, which actually makes this review a little better because we can show you what used phones on the market go for. A lot more people are going for used phones nowadays because it's actually quite cheaper to go for used phones. So we want to show you what a used phone may look like. Even though this is a little banged up, it's still in fair condition. Something that you may actually find on the market today if you were to trade your phone in for a used phone. This is actually something that you may end up getting as a used phone because it's actually in fair condition. Sure, there are some bumps and scratches along the way, but it's actually probably in good selling condition. Immediately we can pop out the back and we can notice, you know, you've got your little battery case right there. You've got a battery. We'll pop this baby out. Can't really get it. There we go. Pop this baby out and we'll check out the battery in a second. You can come back here. You can notice right back there is the micro SD card. That is where you can actually place your SD cards back there. You can automatically see. I won't be taking it out because it is already standard, so I won't technically take it out. But also, this isn't my phone, so I don't really want to mess with it too much. It is a 16 gigabyte built-in card right there. You also have a 32 gigabyte slot that you can pop in your removable drive there. So this 16 gigabyte you can't technically pop out. However, right here, if you have a micro SD card, it can hold up to 32 gigabytes. You just slide it right in next to your 16 gigs. Also, you've got your model info, all that stuff, just in case you ever need to call the company. Now we check this out. It does run on a BP6X Motorola battery. These are actually very simple batteries used in a lot of smartphones today. You can simply pick these up at a Verizon store, at a Radio Shack, AT&T even has these. Any place that really sells Motorola phones or technology age stuff that runs on batteries by Motorola. You can really find this. This is a lot of smartphones run off the BP6X series of batteries. Simply, you just slide that in, pops in, take your thing, your cover, slide it on, and you just, shows how new I am to actually this phone. You push up, you don't push in. It is a little hard to push up, but once you get used to it, see, you just kind of slide it. So yes, I am a little noob to this phone. Then again, this isn't truly my phone. I'm not really used to it, so I'm getting used to it as we go along. First thing I automatically notice is this white button, and it sticks out because all the other buttons on this phone are black. So what I realized was, what does this white button do? Right next to it has a camera. And I thought, seriously, you can't be taking photos like this. But it's actually a quite smart idea. Because this phone has an accelerometer, and we'll get to the camera in a second, the camera itself, but because this phone has an accelerometer, when you rotate it, the camera rotates. So you automatically know the photo will be in landscape. Well, instead of having to press the touch button, you could simply hold it up to your subject and click, click, click. Very simple. It's just like a regular camera. And I thought that was actually really cool, really neat. You also have your sound control buttons right there. Come up top, you notice your power button right here. Right next to your power button, you've got your headphone jacks. Come on this side, you've got your USB port right there. No other real buttons on this side at all. When we come on the bottom, you've got no buttons there. Now we come to the back, you've got your 5 megapixel camera. It does have a double flash. You've got a top flash and a bottom flash, so it makes that flash extra bright. Again, 5 megapixel camera, very sharp camera. To compare this camera to its cousins, the Droid 2 and the Droid X, the Droid 2 and Droid X, or at least I know the Droid X, I believe the Droid 2 as well, have 8 megapixel cameras. This is a 5 megapixel camera, so obviously its cousins do have better cameras, but that's, of course, as technology goes on in the world, technology always gets better. Now, because this is my friend Michael's, we're going to turn it on, but he did want to note that this battery is kind of not charged, so we're going to hope we have enough battery power to turn it on, and we do. Of course, it's kind of hard to tell with this light, but that is the Motorola symbol. We'll just put it down, let it kind of load by itself, give it some time. And the first thing you can really notice is how bright it is, and that's actually with light on, so it is a really bright phone. It spells out the word Droid. Now, because this is a smartphone, it does take a little extra time to load, and I've actually really noticed this takes a lot longer than most smartphones do to load, especially some of the newer ones, such as the Evo 4G, which loads really fast. So it is a little slower in its loading time when you turn it on, and you can easily tell that. When you come to your home screen, you can just unlock it, activate. I'd rather not because this isn't truly my phone. He has reset this phone to standard settings, so this is as if factory settings, so as if I just got this phone for the first time from Verizon or from Motorola, so this doesn't have any personal apps or any personal usage. All emails, all videos, all calls have been deleted, so this is as if it just came from the factory. Immediately you see the iconic Android, you see a Google bar, weather, some top news, and then you got page over there. You come over here, you got your iPod playlist, you got more playlists, your Android market, and then you've got a 5th page. So you have 5 pages of special apps you can do. And then once you run out of those 5 pages, you come down here, you see that little button in the middle right there, you click it. And this is all your standard apps, all the apps that come with the standard Droid, except one of them. One of them is called, what is it, Super User, I believe. I believe that's the app he said is not normal. There is one app, I believe it's Super User, it could have been wrong, but I believe it was Super User that he said was not the normal app, but he just kept it on there mainly for personal use. So, immediately you can see at the top you've got your Wi-Fi settings, your battery power. You can pull that bar down There you go, and you've got all your notifications there by Verizon Wireless. We have no notifications. You can tell, though, I did have some trouble with it. So it does take some usage to get, some time to get used to exactly how to draw that bar down. So it does take some time. There we go, I got it. So that is a disadvantage, especially for those people with big thumbs or big fingers, like myself. It does take me a little time to get used to it. Now, because it has accelerometer, easily turns, we can look at the keyboard. It is a full keyboard. The first thing I noticed is a very big spacebar. Very, 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 very big spacebar. And I love that about this phone, because not that many people actually have big spacebars, and that's something I really like. You also notice your touch, well, not really a touchpad, but your arrow keypad over here. That's very simple. The slider is a little heavy, in my opinion. It is a little, it does take some effort to slide. It is not like a regular slide phone where it's easily pushable. It is a little harder to slide, so it does take a little muscle power, but not that much. But it is harder than most. Now, I do want to show you the quality on this camera. We'll go here, we'll go to camera, and I'll show you exactly what I was talking about. First off, you've got your video picture style. Well, we have it on picture style right now, but I do want to show just exactly what I mean. You come up here, see our button, and we click. Now also, if you noticed how bright the flash was in the background, just look at that bright flash. And I'm going to show you guys, hopefully not going to blind you guys. See how bright that flash is. So I know I shouldn't probably blind my audience, but I do want to show you how bright the flash is on this phone. Now, as we're running out of battery power, I am going to go home. I don't really want to waste it all for Mikey. Even though he does have the Droid X, this isn't his phone, this is his backup phone now. But we come here and we turn it off, we do power off, we say okay, set it down. This phone does have airplane mode and silent mode and all that stuff a normal smartphone has. Overall, I give this phone a 4 out of 5. It does have a few problems in my opinion. Of course, the main problem is it is running on Android 2.0. Although it's compatible with 2.1, the latest Android out there is 2.2 right now. So, although I do see 2.3 coming out in just a few months, like literally very soon. So, even though this is 2.0, it is an outdated system. And in today's technology age, we really need to keep up with our systems. We really need to keep up with what technology is giving us. So 2.0, even though it's compatible with 2.1, as soon as 2.3 comes out, 2.1 is going to be obsolete. So, that's probably the first main problem I see with this. Although it's more of a long-term problem, not a short-term. Also, again, the slider, it does take time to open. Now, some people may like that. This is simply a personal problem. If you like having heavy sliders, then you aren't going to have a problem with that. That's, again, a very personal problem, but it is harder to open than most slide phones. So just take note of that. Again, remember, this is a used phone, so that could also be a problem. Besides that, I did check out call quality. Call quality actually was crystal clear, so I did like that. If you do like calls, texting was alright. I did try practice text. It sent the text immediately, but it did have a little trouble receiving a text. But that might have just been wireless service. Of course, Verizon in some places works, and some others is really slow. So again, that really determines on your service. Text message sent out really fast, but it took a while to receive a message I sent back from my phone to it, so it did take a little while. Besides that, email, everything else, this phone's really good, even for the first generation Android Droid phone. Android Droid first generation, 4 out of 5 stars. We'll see how this compares up to its cousins, the Droid 2 and the Droid X, in upcoming series and my upcoming episodes of this cell phone series here on YouTube. But that's my full review, 4 out of 5 stars. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you're thinking about buying this phone, new or used. Leave a comment, video response down below. Ask me any questions you may have, and I will best answer them to the best of my ability. I try to answer every single question I get. Again, please don't personally email me or send me a message regarding a specific phone, make, model, or question. Leave a comment in the responses below, in the comment section below, because that way I kind of know which phone it is, because getting tons of different responses via my personal email is kind of hard to keep track of what phone they're all talking about. Again, this is my second episode of my phone review series. Stay tuned, because over the next few months we'll be reviewing a couple more phones. The next episode will include, well, actually, I don't know what the next episode will include, but we've got some good episodes coming up. I know that for sure. For now, I'm Zach Covey for Zach Covey Reviews on YouTube. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.